Hi, and welcome to Coding After Work.
It's time.
Finally.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I feel like we say this every damn time.
Yeah, we do that. Sometimes we say it, but it's actually we were doing it last week.
Yeah.
It felt like it was ages ago, but
yeah. That is true. Definitely feels.
We've been around.
We have
We've
been around.
to the States.
We've been. Microsoft MVP Summit. That was exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First time being back in a couple of years, since 2019, I think. It was the last time we were allowed on campus. So that was nice, seeing all the old faces.
The old faces. 4 years more older.
Yeah, I surely got older.
So what was the best thing about Seattle?
Best thing about Seattle? Not the weather. That's for sure.
Agreed.
I honestly just all the people we got to see, and for some reason this is not working again. Oh no, maybe it is. Simon is here. I had a year between my last two streams. You're still good. Oh, thank you. We feel a little bit better. That's how often I blog. But today I was writing a CV for the first time in like 20 years. Well, I come basically nowhere, but I have probably 200 blog posts or potential blog posts because it just kept on going. Yeah, it was not a productive day, but it still was a productive day.
Was.
Yeah,
Could be.
not in the right direction though.
So now you can just take the blog posts, put them into ChatGPT.
Nah, that will never happen.
Why not? That makes sense to me.
What was your favorite thing about Seattle?
It was definitely the people.
Yeah.
But also we got a chance to sit down with the Blazor team and talk about all the things coming and it was not as much the things that are coming rather than seeing all the faces somewhere on the screen, somewhere in person. But seeing all the influencers, the community members, and the team at the same place.
Because we also had the WebAssembly team and all of them. It was fantastic. Aww. Simon is very nice. Look at that. Shouldn't be too hard for you. Totally awesome. Send me offers. But that's the problem. I've been contacted from so many people, but they say, send me your CV. So apparently I need to create
CV.
one. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Aren't you an hour early? We are. But we're also
on Seattle time. No.
No, we're not. We just thought, why not? And also, I'm getting old. Oh my gosh, I'm still learning this. This is how long it's been.
Yeah.
This is how long.
Yeah, so we felt that, you know what, we're going to try and see what happens.
Yeah. And apparently it worked.
I just happened to see the tweet, so.
Appreciate you joining us. Have you had your dinner?
It's all about the dinner.
This is like prime dinner time in Sweden.
Yeah.
Depends on if you have kids, how old they are, or if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah, meeting the Blazor team, but also all the different community members, meeting new faces.
Yeah. So I'm
awesome.
Seeing that I have a hole in my head sometimes.
Oh, you do? Oh, we have the correct...
that as well. I'm going to try and shift... Oh, I got even a bigger hole in my head.
Do you want me to fix this slide instead?
I think this is better.
No, it's not. I will...
If I remove that one, that's even worse.
Yeah, let me... that's not the one I was going to click on.
Okay. Could you fix that?
I don't know. Let me see if I can. No, that's a different window. Is it the same window? What just happened?
What did you do?
I clicked on the
we go.
Elgato. The Elgato light thingy. This one.
That's
not the Elgato. The symbols look the same, okay?
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Is it on the left side or the right side?
I don't think anyone minds that I have a little bit.
No, we know you're full of.
It's like.
Here anyway. No.
Still. Never mind. Let's do stuff instead. I think that's more fun.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to my machine. Here we go. We have sponsors.
We have sponsors.
As always.
We actually got to mingle with some of our sponsor friends as well. Ed and Sam. They are great people.
They are.
They are also the ones, well, at least one of them, who taught us about homemade whipped cream. I'm sorry, but it's too fun. Yeah, no, let's not.
So the next week, I am going to be at 2 conferences basically at the same time, which is kind of spooky. But
or the magic of being virtual.
Yes. So MS Tech Summit does have a bunch of different tracks, and one of them is video on demand. So I will be there in a recording.
Yeah. Digitally.
Yeah.
Jimmy's planning again. No, this is not the same we did last winter, where we had 3 conferences that were in person at the same time.
Not a good idea.
No, this is digital. That's cool.
And also next week, I'll be speaking at ABP. It's a really hard name to. Is it ABP? Is it APB? You really need to remember ABP. So they're also an online conference, and in both conferences, I'm going to talk about running Blazor in production lessons learned, which is hey, there I am.
Yeah.
Did you see me? Let's see. Hey,
yeah, we have lessons learned here as well. Good, Jimmy.
And you have some news as well.
I do. I made a list.
You made a list. You made a list, or did you actually end up on a list?
No, I ended up on a list, which I now see they haven't changed on their website. So I will sit here and pretend I'm not seeing that. Yeah, I made, well, it's a huge honor, but I'm on the top 100 technologies to watch from Women Who Code, which is fantastic.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. And I mean, being amongst all these amazing women, it's insane that I'm one of them.
Well, I'm like, look how many women. Well, it's 100. That's kind of a...
You were going to say something. Look at how diverse this is.
That's all. Congratulations.
Thank you. They updated my picture, but not on the website, so I think I need to ping them again.
So let's talk about Blazor.
Yeah,
or
that's
actually our call for paper side. So
we have been using that for other stuff. Well, not for other stuff, but for this purpose. Like, is there any conferences around this time?
We're organizing a conference with a friend, and she said, so do we know any conferences that is happening in October, November, or whatever it was? And, well, I sent her the site, and I said, you know what? You can try it out and see if this will give you any good results. I mean, historical data is a little bit wonky because the APIs only return conferences that has an open call for paper. So if this service, which sadly it has been broken for some reason, we will have missed those conferences.
Yeah.
Simply put. So here it is. 43 conferences last 7 days. There are things happening.
There's a few. There's a few.
So last time we were here, we went all in ChatGPT.
Yes.
And we let...
That is so close to 42.
I don't think you can get any closer, to be honest. And we went all in ChatGPT. ChatGPT generated a list for us, or a nice looking list. I went CSS, everything. It was pretty darn cool. And it also it didn't give us 100% result. It didn't.
No, but it gave us some results.
It did. But what I did offline, I'm sorry, I fixed that.
Yeah.
So
you fixed ChatGPT?
I did. So I did a couple of things. Well, one of the things, before I show you, ChatGPT gave us some icons and stuff like that, showing location, time, and how much time is left until the call for paper ends.
Yeah.
What I did was, when we were getting all the information, I also saved the image that Sessionize uses. So if we simply go into Sessionize, and let's log in, perhaps, or maybe I have some URL now. Let's do that then. There we go. Let's go for...
Your organizer.
Yeah, no, but there...
Oh.
I do believe they have some kind of Discover events here. Let's go for JetBrains.net Day. That's perfect. So this image, now I'm showing you on my screen here.
Pointing on your screen.
So this image...
Oh my gosh.
is something that I save as well when we go through the content. So we got access to that image. So what I did was that I put that in the search result, or in the result as well. So now it looks like this. I think that even though it looks a little bit wonky because this image up here is not taking up all the space, this image down here is just in the middle and stuff like that, but I still think it gives a little bit of extra.
I still think we have some work to do, but yeah, it
Sure.
is a little bit better to actually use their branding more.
And I've tried to put it to the left, tried to put it to the right, but it's not. It won't be.
Did you try shake
perfect.
it all around as well?
I did not.
Sorry.
But I think that this actually adds a little bit of
Hey, Stacy.
nicety.
Nicety? Are you making up words?
Yes.
Have you
Did it
spoken
work?
to ChatGPT a little bit too much?
I have.
Yeah.
You just need to sound confident. I'm added some nicety.
Nicety, okay.
So that's something that
The
I did.
apprentice have become the pro. Who's training who now?
What I also did, so I think we talked about it last time. It was so long ago.
I know.
But we did a UX class with the school that Jessica normally teaches in. And we used NextTechEvent as a...
Free workings for work hours. We put them to work.
Yep.
No, but usually they need to evaluate a web page and find UX flaws and improvement we can do in the UX.
And boy, did they find stuff.
Yes, they did. And they have some awesome suggestions. Confidence is a nicety. Use it in a sentence. We even got it in a sentence.
Actually, I think that would be pronounced necessity.
Necessity. Ooh,
That's
oh,
even more advanced.
yes, yes. Sorry, I butchered that one, Simon. Yeah. So tell us what the results
so
was.
it was all over the place. Was a lot of things that they thought would be better. One of the things was actually this thing that we just showed you. So we must have talked about it last time as well.
I don't know.
Now another thing was that for organizers,
Yeah.
now this page wasn't it wasn't entirely. It wasn't understandable what this page was all about.
Yep.
Now, for organizers, it's probably a little bit more understandable, but for them, they had no idea what was
And
going on. And
especially one thing, and that is that this calendar takes up, 2 page views? And the content, if you click on something and you will get content, it will end up below that, so you don't know that something is showing.
And there were 2 things that happened on this page. The first one was if you hover over one of these cells, there were no click button or click finger.
Mouse pointer.
Mouse pointer. Exactly.
Mouse.
So now, a little bit better. Now, if I click one of these, you'll see that the only thing you see is that the scroll bar blinks. And down here we have all the content. Now I haven't fixed that. Now I did 2 things here. One of the things was that the result that we got here was not 100%. It was the data we had number of days minus 173 or something like crazy like that. I have no idea why. I need to fix that. But it also had the result that came back was too many conferences that didn't happen at these dates at all. So I fixed that.
Hey, look at that. It's an awesome view for an organizer, though. Thank you. Yeah, that's the main thing, but we still need to make sure that people understand that the information is below.
Yeah. And then I added one more thing, because when I search for Sweden like this, and I click, let's say, here was 2 conferences. Let's click that one. You'll see that in the previous view, we didn't have country. So this is showing all the overlapping conferences, not in the search context. And I think that's fine. I think it's fine to show all the conferences regardless of country in the overlapping conferences. But we still need to, there are 2 conferences in Sweden. Which are those? And now you can see that. So I added country. Yeah. Also added this header, so it's easier to see.
Stacy says, you can't see me, but I'm nodding along. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I love the thought of that as well. I would do the same.
Some of the other things was like the logins. They didn't know why they should log in, and to be honest, right now they probably shouldn't log in. It's a work in progress. Yeah,
and one of the flaws they found as well was I think the concept wasn't explained. Well, we didn't want to explain too much because then we would put words in the mouth. But one of the things they did was trying to go back to the 1980s, where there's no data. So that kind of looked iffy as well.
Right.
So there was highs and lows, but it was very interesting to see what a non-conference focused person could find.
So we got that going for us, I guess. I think let's take a look at GitHub and see if we did actually enter all of those things in there. Oh, come on. Where's my phone? There it is. 2-factor authentication is good in some cases.
The 80s? Did we even then. No, we didn't. We have corded phones and stuff like that. I mean, I don't remember. Did anyone buy that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Damn it.
So these are done. I honestly don't like this UI.
Me neither, because it is not very inclusive. There's basically no contrast at all.
Yeah.
Hey, let's use gray on
No,
black.
I'm assuming you can change that, but
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to change it for it to actually be accessible.
so mobile, all the things we talked about that.
Standing in the hallway to use the phone and having to unplug the VCR to use the C64 in the living room. I have no recollection of what you're talking about.
This one I actually think I have done. So there is one just behind you. Let me see if I can't scroll up.
Everything that was fun in the 80s was corded to the wall.
So this one, which is almost not readable at all,
Yeah.
change the temperature update interval. So we have access to some APIs that we can't share on stream.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took the Azure function and I put that in a hidden repo.
Secret.
And this one I actually have done. I haven't tested it though, but I'm going to say that I have done that. So what I've done is when we add a conference, it's going to use the Bing APIs and check for the temperature during the conference days and add those to the database. Now, as soon as you get closer to the event, it's going to update those in a more
Frequent.
real time thingy. Now,
Yeah.
not
First,
gonna
it's
be,
just an estimate.
yeah,
Like
and I think it's
average.
Like, if it is a week or a month before the actual conference, it's going to update those.
Yeah. So you know what to pack.
Yeah.
What to actually pack.
So I've done that. Convert to issue. I don't want to convert to issue. I want to say it's done.
Where's my dopamine?
Edit. Done. Done. Can I have done? Choose an option. Done. It's done. Okay. So style conferences. I don't think we're gonna do that. Let's actually have a plan. So let's just not look at the backlog.
Is there a change temperature API? Someone needs to use that here now. Yes, that would be awesome because we have some sort of sun sometimes. Well, we have light. We don't have sun, I should say, but it's still very cold.
We're using the dark theme.
That was funny. Did you almost spit laugh? That would have been so fun.
Well, I would get a new laptop, so I guess that would be fun.
Hey, is that the only thing you need to do?
So let's let's go back here. So for speakers, this is what we got, right? And
how much brightness do you have on your computer? You just lit up.
Thank you. So this page is what we're looking for. Let's say that it is. I mean, you say it's still much to do,
Yeah. We can still work on it. Has the energy prices also impacted the sun? It seems so. At least here in Scandinavia.
The sun is in on it because there's not. Well, you're not going to use my energy.
Yeah.
You need
Grumpy
to pay for
sun.
it. So if we go into for attendees, you'll see that we got the old layout here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do something about that.
Gonna fix it to it's a new layout.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm actually I thought that I was going to show you a plugin that I'm working on, but I ended up not installing it. So maybe
So
it's
you're
not good.
basically telling them you had something to show, but you
I
won't?
had something really,
You
really
could
cool.
have gotten away with it with just shutting your mouth.
Yes, I had something really amazing that would change your life for now.
Oh my gosh!
No, but I could talk about it and see what the chat room thinks about it. So I have built a plugin for Visual Studio that has, let me see now, 4 functions. So one of them is if you right-click on a Razor file, you'll get 2 options. Add isolated CSS and add isolated JavaScript. So basically what it does, it's going to create a file that is called the razorfile.js or CSS. So that's the first 2 functions. Then I have added a function that you can select a bunch of namespaces, or usings, I should say, using in the Razor file, and move those to the _imports file. So just mark them, move them, done. And then I have the thing that I'm most excited about, and the thing that I am almost 100% sure that it's not working correctly. That is that I can right-click on a Razor file, a razor.cs file, so a code behind file. Right-click there and say move to Razor file. So it's going to take the code behind and push all of that to the Razor file. So if you think that is something that is amazing and would change your life and all of that, I'm actually only have one thing left to do, and that's finding an icon.
Oh, so you have everything left.
Yes.
Yeah. So Stacy said, we hit 20 degrees for the first time today. Shame that I wasn't able to sit in the garden and enjoy it. Yeah. We have not hit the 20s yet. I think there was one day while we were in the 6 degree Celsius Seattle when Sweden had up to maybe 16 to 19 degrees or something. But yeah, we fixed that. Also, we have a comment, keep talking, Tony Stark. And Fullesnabel says, we're all friends here. You can share the secret APIs. No? And what I can't actually lift in is Stacy saying nice. And I think that's about your revolutionary idea.
I do have one more thing that I want to do with the plugin, and that is I want to be able to select a piece of Razor code and say create component. So we're just going to take that, create a new component in the same folder or something like that, and just move that code over there. Because what you need to do is you need to create a new file, you need to copy it, you need to paste it, just making that experience a little bit more streamlined, I think.
Streamlined is nice.
I've actually used the plugin for a while now, and it really saves a lot of time. Even though it feels like it's just silly things, it helps me to, like, oh, I should break this out into a component. Yeah, but I'm not going to do it now. I can do it later. And now it's just so easy to just...
Yeah, because usually later never comes until it's too late.
Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can make that a little bit better looking. So we have the page. Now I need to try to remember where all of the stuff is. So I have
it's been a while.
the speaker page. Here it is. Actually what I did, which I'm super happy about right about now, is that I took the HTML that we need to put into each item and extracted that into a conference item class. So now I can just take this, copy it, go into our attendee page here, and simply just remove all of that and put.
You get a simply
right.
and just.
Yes.
That's nice.
And let me see here. So the context is C. Let's actually change the context to item instead, even though item is probably less understandable. What?
Uh-oh.
Let me see.
You broke it.
I probably did. Let's restart and see what happens.
Isn't that funny how sometimes that's the only thing you need to do to fix something that was broken?
When in doubt, just
Reboot.
reboot, yeah. Try it again. And funny enough, the third time it's still broken.
Yeah.
So let's see. There we go.
Yay. Oh, Star Trek. I wish I was there. That's a great conference.
Both. Now, you see that the CSS is a little bit off if you compare it to this. You have nice room in between here. Don't have anything here. So I think there is some kind of CSS that I did not move. So let's take a look here. The speaker page. So list, group, item, flex list. This is probably things I need. So I am going to remove those because I don't want things to be encapsulated in one component and copy it to the next one. Because OCD, and let's pop that in here instead. Save. We're going to, is it going to work? No. Do I need to reboot? Reboot and see if it works.
Does it? Does it? Did it work?
I don't know.
Is it done?
Perhaps.
It's so slow.
No?
No?
Why not?
I don't know. Ask ChatGPT.
Let's see. Maybe it's something that I did not do. Let's see here. We got our search page. No, not the search page. The speaker page. Ah, look at this. So I had a div that I didn't copy. I need to do that as well. So the search page.
Apparently in Norway they call the process when you have to restart to fix the bug as using the sweet button.
I resent that.
No, you don't. That's a little funny.
Yep.
A runaway div?
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, we still have things to do. But it's prettier than before.
Thank you. That's all I demand. Just a little bit nicer. Leave the room or leave the class, leave the CSS just a little bit prettier than you were, than it was when you came in.
Yep.
That's my motto. That does
No. Your motto is, if I just do one thing, I can leave it.
Yes.
There's a difference.
Bit prettier.
There's a difference.
That does not. The office, the home office, is not the same thing. That you can definitely just push stuff into and leave it. Especially since you moved out into your own office.
Yeah.
And gave
so
me
I
an
can't
office
see
as
it.
well.
So, well, I think it's the right way to do it. If the Bluetooth doesn't work, I reboot the computer and I can listen to music after 15 seconds wait. Yeah, isn't it funny how we need to reboot everything? That's the solution to everything today. And Simon says, I'm happy with it. Just leave the CSS.
I'm actually starting to come around when it comes to CSS because there are so many new ways of of using CSS that was previously
Yeah.
super hard and super tricky. You know what? ChatGPT can solve centering an item in just like 3 tries.
But today we have CSS that is awesome, so we don't have to use center.
No, but ChatGPT can do it in 3 tries. That's better than any other human.
No.
Can you do it?
We have done it on the
Yeah,
webpage. No. But Thule Snobbe feels your agony and says, I need at least 30 tries. That's the old way of doing it.
Now, the this view for attendees are showing conferences that is happening or will happen.
Yeah.
But we have a little bit of code that shows whether or not the call for paper is open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I would argue that if the conference is happening,
They probably don't have an open call for paper.
now, since this is a list of all the conferences, so if I like scroll down here somewhere, let's see if
Oh, that one didn't bug out at all.
we need to remove the virtualize. I don't think this is made for.
It's not the best showcase of virtualize.
Yeah. Let's see if it catches up now.
Yeah, move it again. That will help.
If I move it faster, do you think it?
But come on. No, we need to restart.
That's definitely bugging out. Okay, let's not do that. So the virtualized component is
That wasn't a sarcastic tone at all.
the virtualized component is pretty good, but it's when it has like a lot of data, it's
Yeah, well, you have some supporters.
thank you.
Go Jimmy.
But I would argue that for attendees, they're not interested in
Call
any
for papers
paper.
is not this page.
Yeah.
Interesting on this page. I
So
would say.
let's say that we want to stop it for a while and go to the where did I put it? The attendee page. There it is. So let's add a property to the conference item that says show CFP. And we don't want to do that in this case. That's not what I wanted. Thank you, Visual Studio. There we go. Let's see if this actually works. No. So let's pop into the conference item and create a property, which is a bowl, and it's called like that, and is true by default. We're shutting it, we're turning it off basically. I think that makes sense. And we also need to make it a parameter. There we go. And up here somewhere, we have a card. We have the event time, date time, and the clock. Here we go. This part is going to be if. Was not the show call for paper, and if it's true, we want it to show the call for paper. There we go. And if we run the project again, attendees, and we don't have any
Call for paper status.
exactly. So the question here is there something else we want to add? I don't think so. We didn't have anything else.
I don't think we
before.
have the data for anything that would be interesting here, like the price of the conference, if it's a free conference and stuff like that,
No.
if the tickets are out or not. I don't think we get that
No.
data.
Sadly not.
So I think this is good enough.
All right. Then it's another thing that I thought we would do. So I have a long-running plan that we're not going to talk about now. It's dopamine. So if I click Star Trek here,
Something is happening, but nothing is happening.
there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
You'll see that this page is a little bit boring.
A little bit.
And this, I think, should be the next thing that we need to do something about. So what I would like to do is to go to the conference page here. And at the top, I want to add the image. Should I do it like that? Do you need to do that?
Why are you asking?
I don't know. Conference.image URL. And I can actually go to the conference item here and steal a little bit of code here because we only want to show it if it's not the Sessionize branding, because then it's going to be just a big blob of Sessionize. I don't want that. This is going to bug me. We're copying code. Okay, let's do that and fix it later. There we go.
So you're not making it into a component?
Not yet. I don't have the plugin.
Well, then we can do that on the next stream when we have the plugin.
That's true. Let's do that.
So you have
That's
something
actually
to-
kind of fun. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Then we don't have to make up
go.
something to create.
And see if this is going to reload automatically or if we need to say please.
I miss Colombo. It was warm.
It wasn't that warm.
It wasn't that cold. You could walk without a jacket. That's warm enough.
Yeah, I like the conference as well.
Oh, not on this stream? Have you started using cliffhangers? For sure.
And you will see the conclusion in part 2.
Follow for part 2.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's the thing. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see part 2, you should definitely follow us on YouTube.
Nice segue. That's how you drive engagement. Yes.
Hey, look at that. Star Trek. This is kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
this
much
is
better. Yeah, this is better.
But I think we need to center it somehow.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, this.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe on Twitter. Now we're getting somewhere here, I think.
So let's actually. I mean, we're not here to actually figure out how to code when we have an AI for that.
Ah, ChatGPT. Oh. I saw that.
You didn't.
I saw that. Simon, did you see that?
Have I asked you to order me pizza?
No, I don't know. I used it and it
okay, got it.
said something about ordering pizza, but it's not.
In HTML.
This is peak sellout. Ouch. Oh, I can do even one better. Don't I have a URL here? Because now you can actually get 25% off Jimmy's Blazor book, which has a raccoon on its cover.
It does. Look at that.
And you can join in on booping the raccoon.
You want to do it?
Boop. I blinked. Simon says, "Oh, okay, yeah, you be happy about that because there was insecure passwords going on." Oh, you got the book today?
Yeah, you saw.
Yeah. Oh,
you saw the
yeah. I
image.
saw you boop it. I saw you boop it on Twitter. Nice.
Right. Let's see what we got here. So this one, we want to conference page. So now I would be able to right click and just add.
Yeah.
So
In the next stream, you will be able to do that.
so that would be the counter page. No, the counter page. Let's actually do it like this. This is probably going to be more keyboard presses, but less me typing. There we go. And CSS. Add. Let's pop that one in. No, oh, come on. There we go. And center. I want to put that on the image. Class. Center.
Did you copy center?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you expect me to do?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so let's do some. Let's search for our conference we took. Here we go. Let's see how that looks. Well, kind of looks.
It's a little bit big,
Yeah, I
but
don't understand why it's not centered, but perhaps it is.
it might be because there might be some padding on the left side of that image. But it is a little bit big.
It's a little bit bigger. So, what would you like me to do?
Set a max width, maybe?
Max width. Oh, come on. There we go. What would you say is a good number?
I'm not sure how big our other components are on this page. Maybe 60% of the site or something. 42, Lavasoft says.
That's better.
Yeah. And it is centered, but yeah, okay. Yeah, Should it be centered? Should it really be centered? Shouldn't it be left?
Is it better?
But it looks awful. What if it's just a... Yeah, no. Can you try?
Let's bring in this one, perhaps. Okay, so
I still think left, and we need to have a max height as well, I think. Or something.
So I'm going to remove the center functionality.
Yeah.
And leave the name as center.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Of course, I'm not going to do that. But I also think that we got a max width. I think we're going to need to have a max height as well.
Yeah, that's what I said, but I think I said length, but I meant height.
But
60%, it shouldn't be 60%. That should be probably... Sure. That is big.
That's big. Let's do 200.
Oh, look at that. We are stupid. if that is viewed on a big screen, that will look so off, or is it just up to the viewer to not surf full screen? Good point. Good point.
If it's viewed on a full screen.
Yeah, like a humongous screen, the image would look this big. If we set it to maximum certain pixel. It should be a relative, like a 4K TV, like Lavasoft has.
I need to fix this. Conference image. There we go. Conference image. I copied conference images as well.
Yeah, but that's a long word.
Okay, so we're back. So what we're saying that like we're not.
It should be a relative number. You could use REMs and stuff like that, or percentage of the viewport.
It's a little bit tiny.
Yeah. But what is that 20% off the... I'm having a brain fart here. Of the image or on the page? Because 10% of the image, that can also mean you will get like 2 pixels.
That is probably the image.
Yeah, and that makes no sense because we can't control what sizes they have uploaded.
No.
No. So that's not a good idea. So that should be... we should use something else there.
So let's we can remove the. So Alexa says that there's someone at the front. Are we waiting for something?
No, I've got all my packages. Okay, so what should we do? We can use... we want...
There's actually no one there.
No, but we have... it was neighbors, I think. Jesse says lost as some of us in chat is. Thank you. Yes, that is probably true. So what do we want? We want the size to be relative. I'm trying to Google at the same time.
But if we can put it into words, what do we want? What do we want?
We want to scale images.
How do we scale an image
of unknown size?
Of unknown size.
Proportionally.
Proportionally.
No, not proportion. Proportion.
Nally.
In CSS, so it's responsive. I don't know. And Simon says, I heard you need a Ring doorbell. We have one. That's why Alexa told us that someone was at the door. But I think actually now when all the leaves from the foliage, well, all the foliage has fallen off, and we can... I have mapped out just our terrace or whatever you call it, patio. However, when the neighbors now come home and they walk very close to the bushes or whatever we have separating us, it still pings. So I think it's mostly that.
So this one is like max speed 100%. Yeah, that's.
How is that? Yeah, we want a responsive image, but we want to be cognizant. So add that we want to be cognizant of larger screens and smaller screens alike or something. I still plan to have a cam outside of my door for fun. It is super fun, especially for Halloween when we get a lot of children visiting us. Because sometimes we have fun decorations that may or may not scare a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
But we have nice. We vet them so we won't give them nightmares, but we will still scare them.
Okay, so this one suggests that we're gonna have different.
Why would we do media?
Well, it kind of makes sense, I guess,
But do we have to do media query? Can we not? Can we just do?
I think the problem is that I actually think we need to do media queries.
No.
Because we don't have anything else to anchor it to.
No. I mean, we could always say if the resolution is larger than this, then have this percentage. But I'm a little bit disappointed in ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
Okay, got it. I mean, if we go like this still works, I think. On the other hand,
we just traumatize kids for life. For the next life, they should be fine. No, we actually don't have any blood and gore and things like that. We usually have some spiders running around on the patio, some snakes, and kind of like the Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland who smiles and have teeth and stuff like that. So it's not too bad, actually. And this is how to calm me down. It's either chocolate or it's glitter. So, just easy. Have some glitter.
Right. Should we just leave that one for now?
Yes. Put it in our
huge
to-do list. Yeah.
Let me see.
Someone said chocolate? Yeah, sorry. Somewhere here, we have a backlog. It's just 1,400 clicks before we get there.
Yep. All right, so where do we create a new one then? Down here. Fix the image on conference page. Fix the size of the image. Look at me writing more.
Yeah, but fix the size of the image. That can mean anything. So it's suitable for large and small screens.
So it works. I can't spell suitable. Works on different.
I was not expecting that.
There we go.
I feel you, Phil Snobel. I'm not addicted to dark chocolate. I can stop whenever I want to. I just don't want to.
I don't have problem with dark chocolate, just without.
That is also true.
All right, so we have something. Where did the filter go? There. No status.
Have you thought about switching places on stream? Yes, and people get confused. We've done that a couple of times, but people got confused.
Are you thinking about doing it live or just doing it just starting the stream in the other direction?
Yeah, because what we did was having the opposite. I was doing the CSS and you were doing the chat.
Yeah, okay.
That does not matter, apparently. Okay.
We got some feedback because we had the Coding After Work logo behind us, which was very... apparently it was very disturbing to have that in the back behind us.
And my
also
image was on the left and yours on the right, and we were standing in the opposite. Yeah. So that was not okay either.
And the first version we did, we actually had the way we were standing was so I had my back towards Jessica all the time,
and I was facing this way. So it looked like we had to stand backward for it to look correct, which was very, very disturbing because when we were talking to each other, we could not look at each other because it looked like we were turning from the other way around. But we learned from that one, for sure.
Okay, so let's go into Star Trek. Why not? Because
again, it's a good conference.
It is. Ooh, it was something I was supposed to show you today.
What was
that? It was DevOps Heroes or something like that. Hero.
So test been done, not good, noted. We can try again. We can move around. It's just how it happens that Jimmy is a better coder than I am. So he's usually on that table.
Hero? Ah, come on, what was it? Heroes. I saw it today.
Yeah.
Thought it was not any of those. Let's go with DevOps then. Maybe it wasn't DevOps.
Okay, the suspense is killing me.
It was something with a hero. Ah, come on.
There's a lot of DevOps things going on. Marvel, Simon says?
No. Don't think so. Hero. I think it was Hero. Heroes.
Superheroes?
Could it be like it was actually one of the first here?
I don't know.
No! Okay. I wonder if it actually is one of the things that I've filtered away because it was a user group. So I'm not getting user groups back in this UI. Come on, that would be... Okay. Another cliffhanger, I guess.
No, that is not... There's... But what was it about them then?
The logo was really awesome.
You can't say that and not show us.
It was amazing. It was
Oh my
like
gosh! Stop
nothing
it!
you have ever seen.
Stop it! That's not okay. Okay, there's a lot of DevOps and hero combination on Google.
Actually, I think it's supposed to be an E in the heroes.
Oh,
actually
misspelled.
2 E's.
Yeah, I only used one, but it's still. So let's do.
No.
Well, none of the logos here are awesome. I can say that. For sure.
Wait, go up. Up. That one.
That one?
Yeah.
So DevOps.
Apparently, is it a conference?
It's in Parma 2023. That Engage
it's one
Labs.
word. One word. Okay, got it. DevOps Heroes.
No, with an E at
Heroes.
the end. Yeah.
There we go.
2023.
Look at
There we
that
go.
logo.
Because of the 8?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
brilliant.
Yeah, sure.
The best
But the
logo
cognitive
you have ever
load
seen.
of looking at that. I think Jimmy liked the cliffhangers. He does. He does for sure.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently Stallone is doing Cliffhanger 2.
Oh, completely different cliffhanger. Thank you, Simon. Have fun.
Time for exercise.
Yeah, that sounded very healthy.
Stop doing sizes.
No. Don't even try.
Air sizes. No more air sizes.
No more air? Where? How? Get back to code.
All right. So the search. Should the search be the same way? Should it show the
For the
search results? So if I go for Sweden here, for example, should this
You
be the
mean
same kind of...
the same as what?
As the other two.
As the other two what? You need to speak with complete sentences. We
Should
had a
it
whole
look
rant
like
now.
this? Or like this? And not like...
But it's a global search,
It is.
right?
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense to have, because it's more data.
Oh, that was also one of the things that the students talked about. Having localized searches. So it would actually be
Right.
a search here that will search for in this area. So I can find open call for paper for conferences in Sweden specifically. That makes sense.
Contextual search, yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, definitely. But I think for the overall search, it makes sense to not use the images because it will be, you want that overview, I think.
All right.
At least I think for now. And also the images looks horrible. And it's not left. Why is it not justified to the... What?
Because this one is centered. The other one is not.
Oh, come on. Do you have different CSS for all the different pages?
Almost, yeah. So you're saying you want these left justified as well?
Why would we want one of them to be left and one of them to be centered?
Because it looks nice.
No,
That's
it doesn't. Is it anyone who think it looks better centered?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy, about Stallone. Let's have a Rocky talk next stream. I will try to come watch that until next. Okay. You will try to watch them all until next. Have fun. There will be a Stallone rant for the next time, I believe.
Why would it be a rant?
Well, at least...
Everyone is friends.
See how nice it looks now when it's all
Do you like this better?
aligned?
Okay.
Yeah, because when you center it, you need to move in a zigzag pattern much more, and there's no clear line.
All right.
And I saw that.
Did you?
Yeah. You will sleep on the couch tonight.
Okay, so we have.
But we should have more space underneath the image as well.
Underneath the image,
It's a little bit tight.
I can do that. Let's see. We need a little bit of margin bottom. 10 pixels.
At least.
Better.
Just said what I was about to type in chat. There you go. Yeah, it's better.
What I would love to have was the image going from like all the way over here. That would be an awesome image.
Well, you could
Like
fill
that.
it
That would
fill
be,
it up, but if you have like global Azure, it's a very tiny one.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't work.
No.
You can't do that. And I mean, you could do it and stretch it out and
Yeah, just
and
pick a
like-
part of
yeah,
it, but no.
that's not gonna solve any problems.
No.
I think.
You're live, Jimmy. Not only Jess sees what you're doing. That is true.
Okay, so let's go into let's go with Star Trek. So I'm gonna try something out here. So this is the dates.
Yes.
Sorry, the the dates as well, but the temperatures. So apparently we have 2 of them for May 5.
Because why not? Well, there was, I seem to recall that in the database we have some duplicates because we get the data from different sources. And sometimes
yeah, but the
it's-
date should still.
Yeah.
But okay,
I didn't write
we
the
have
code.
something to work with. So let's see if our friend here.
Our friendly neighborhood chat.
Yeah. Can you give me a nice looking,
Does it say rice looking?
nice
Okay.
looking rice?
Which is fitting because it's
HTML.
May the 4th today.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Star Trek, is that a pun, I wonder? It is. It is, because the logo is very similar to the insignia. And they started out by... what the conference does is they have a conference, and then on the evening they rent out a whole movie theater for the day. And at the night after the conference, they do a movie screening. This year it is the latest Avengers. No. Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's been all the superheroes, but also it started out with Star Trek. Oh my gosh! Is it a data conference? Nice! Nice. That is the best so far today. Yep. That would make so much more sense. Oh, such a missed opportunity. Quantity pays off. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Okay, do we get any...
I don't know.
Oh, we get Bootstrap?
Yeah.
Did you ask for Bootstrap?
I asked specifically for that. Oh, we got a little bit of temperatures. Weather icon. Okay.
Oh, I like that it's actually putting in the effort of using an icon.
Well, I asked for that as well.
Oh, okay. Then.
Do I get the points then? No? Okay, I tried.
Or is it going to go through all the different dates, or what are...
It's probably going to do a couple of them. But this is kind of spooky.
Oh, because...
So when is the conference here?
May 5th.
And?
It says May 5th. It starts on May 5th. Well, it makes sense because it's tomorrow.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but it's still...
It's spooky.
Yeah.
It does say that, so it's using a sun icon, and whether or not it's going to be sunny, we're not going to be able to figure that one out.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
we can do something like if it's more than a certain amount of degrees.
Yeah. Or you can use colors. No, well, not only colors, but you can add colors as well.
Let's see what this does. And we got our conference page. And let's just put it at the top here. See what happens.
Let's see what the AI did for us.
Okay. Okay. I don't hate it.
No, not at all. Hold the heck on! Hello, friends! Hello!
So this is using Font Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna ask it, could you...
Yes, we're using Star Trek as an example. It is an awesome conference.
Could...
For sure.
Actually, let's... Could you use bootstrap icons and, depending on temperature, change the icon?
Is it actual a conference or is it being held in your apartment? It is actually a conference. We spoken there a few years back. It's in Columbus, Ohio. Unfortunately, not in our living room. Because you never know, though. That's for sure. We have done it before. I mean, we didn't have an awesome name like Star Trek, but there's been conferences made in this very room.
Yeah, that's true. Don't know only the temperature and do it with Blazor.
Okay, what are you saying to it?
So could you use the bootstrap icons instead? Because I don't want to add a font awesome. And change the icons depending on the temperature, not the weather, because we don't know the weather.
Yeah. And do it using Blazor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's telling me if you get a little bit of getting started here, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Know the kind. What is it? Linking to Bootstrap. Okay.
So it's probably linking to Bootstrap.
Oh, it's used
as well.
It's creating a component
and icons, and we already have icons.
Yeah. So it's creating a razor component called weather forecast. Okay.
May 5th.
It is tomorrow, so it makes sense. New temperature info. Okay, what are we doing there? Okay, so where's the... There's the if. Snow. Did you celebrate today? Of course we did. We're going to have our Star Wars t-shirts on, but turns out the only ones that are clean, and there are a lot of them, they all have green in them.
So what you're not seeing is that I actually have Yoda ears here, but it's actually removed from the green screen. But we do, or you did, get a lot of Lego.
Yes, because their Lego is very good at celebrating May the 4th as well. And for those of you who are not into the Star Wars verse,
Please disconnect. No,
no. It's a pun, and it's a day where we can say May the 4th be with you, because it sounds like May the Force be with you. So yeah, we got a lot of Lego. We got there was 3 gift with purchases, and we might have gotten them all because it was necessary.
Because money was spent.
Money was spent, for sure. We got the new Star Destroyer. And...
Universal sign of Star Destroyer.
Yes. Pew, pew, pew. No, that's the AT-AT. And what else did we have? We bought Ahsoka, the briquettes. And we got the cutest little Death Star as a gift with purchase. It is so cute.
Said no one ever.
It is so cute.
Let's see.
Did you see Fritz's beard? No. What did he do? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Twitter? Where is it? I need to check. Where is he? Fritz.
Let's see here. Let's go in here. For each.
He didn't post a picture? Oh, there was a colorista spraying. Okay. Nice. It's very purple. Yeah, I saw the spray can he was going to use. It is super purple. How can a Death Star be cute? Well, I can show you. Well, I can ask Jimmy to show you. Because it's super cute. I can send you a link. Star Wars Day. Yeah, I accept all the cookies because I like cookies. Where is it? Where's my Death Star? Come on, it's so cute. Where is it? No, not the X-Wing. They don't get it in the US? What is this? They run out? What is this? Death Star. No, not the big one. The little tiny cute one. Okay, let's try the other page.
Okay, so
I think we should be opting out of cookies because honestly, who doesn't like cookies? I know, right?
Average is a double.
Oh, that was a gift with purchase that they only had for a certain time. And then they removed it. Okay. But I still want you to show it to me. Surely there must be some trace of on internet.
They didn't have that for today?
No. It doesn't seem like it. We didn't bring the Lego up here.
Yeah, it's up here somewhere.
It is?
I think so. I want to say yes. But I don't see it right now.
Okay.
I don't think the cables are long enough.
No.
Okay, so let's see what the... Huh. I kind of like it.
Is it what type of icons are that?
Let me see. I'm gonna fix a little bit of...
Here it is. It's the 40th anniversary. Ta-da. Can I? Okay, you need to bring up this image because it's super cute.
I'm just gonna remove the old implementation. Save, and I need to bring something up. What do I need to do?
You need to search for Death Star 4059 1
4059
1 Lego.
Lego.
And it should be the one with the 40th.
This one.
40th. Yes. Look at how cute. Continue. On the left side. Oh, come on. Look at how cute that is. That is so cute. It might be a Death Star, but it is so cute. We got one. Maybe they thought they'd have it for today, but there are too many Jess and Jimmys out there, so they ran out too fast. Yeah, it's actually a little bit true. Because if you're a VIP member of Lego, you will get to purchase these on May the 1st. And we might have done that. And when I got to the Lego store here in Stockholm, she said that you are in luck because we are running out. We will not, ironically, have anything gift with purchases for May the 4th.
Now, there could be more places that it actually exists in, but you might be searching in all their own places.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Because of course you're VIP members. Of course we are. We get all the points. All the points. Oh, I like that one. The Ender speeder chase diorama as well. Yeah.
I had one of those where you can press the button and it like exploded. And then the spring disappeared, so it didn't explode anymore.
Kind of have that effect. I suppose Alderaan was a long time ago.
But I guess that with age, that kind of fixes itself, because when spring comes, my nose explodes.
Yeah, that's true.
When spring
pollen
comes,
and also pollen looks like a Death Star if you zoom in really up close to a pollen.
Death Star.
I just had a horrible thought. Did you? Yeah, see? It's definitely that. So yes, we are celebrating a little bit.
Okay, so do you want to see what I did?
Okay, so it was a horrible thought. Like somehow combining some anti-congestion spray with a laser beam. So Jimmy could spray his nose with the Death Star so it'd explode. Oh, come on. Yeah, it was horrible. You did warn me. It's on me. For sure. Season allergies, yeah. No. Don't like it.
Okay, do you want to see what I did?
Yes, I do want to see what ChatGPT did
this
in ChatGPT.
Okay, so...
so are you a prompt engineer now?
That's what my CV says.
Oh, I'm still working on that.
Now we can add prompt Oh, I saw that you did a prompt, so
I did too.
prompt engineer.
You think I should put that on my CV? Okay.
Okay, so what I did was I took what ChatGPT gave us.
Jimmy has been poking the code for the entire Lego discussion.
And I'm looping over the different weather.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I hate this. There we go. And so it's adding divs and stuff like that. I hate that as well, but okay. And
Oh, so when you hate something, it's adding, but just now you said I am looping over. So you're looping over everything that's good, but it added this.
yes,
Okay, got it.
when it's bad news,
Yes. Yes, like the car. If it's dirty and misbehaving, it's yours. It's ours.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's mine.
So what it's doing is basically it's printing the date with the month and day, the full month, I believe, and the date. So May 05, I think, or maybe just 5. I don't know.
Isn't there any other tag you could use?
For what?
Yeah. Are you using tags?
And then we have a weather icon or a function sending in the average temperature for that day, and also the actual degrees number.
Yep.
So now it looks like that.
And it made a card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are the?
So
Oh, it's
these
a little
are sunny. So I'm assuming that the temperature.
Oh, it's a little bit. It's a tiny temperature with a sun. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
So let's zoom out. Let's take a look at
Here's the
SweetTug.
example.
There we go. Window custom undefined temperature card. Is that JavaScript?
Do you feel sick to your stomach?
Yeah, I do. How dare you? Okay, so with SweetTug, it's actually
Yeah, it should be freezing.
But I like this.
Yeah. It's a little bit tiny, but it's still something.
Yeah, but exactly, something. And I mean, we can make it bigger. We could, but I think that's.
There's more.
I am not sure what you are referring to here.
So the Scandinavian says 2.9 degrees. T-shirt warm.
Yeah, but this was minus 2.9. So now you actually need to have some kind of
Socks as well.
socks, yeah. I actually think that I'm a little bit amazed that ChatGPT. I mean, we've been talking about doing something with the temperature for quite a while, and we just haven't done that yet. And I think this is way better. So, what do you think when it comes to if we're just looking at temperature? What is the most important thing?
The temperature, not the date.
So you're saying that we should shift that?
Yes. So Tyndall says that JavaScript line creates a new HTML tag that inherits from divs, and then you can use that as a tag, and it still will be valid HTML.
Okay, got it. So what you're telling me is that your suggestion here is that I should do JavaScript.
Yeah, that will entail in a huge rabbit hole, dark rabbit hole that is very hard for my ears to bear.
And speaking of dark,
Yeah.
I need to show you something.
No, do it with Blazor, he says. There we go. Oh, ChatGPT will help you embrace it.
Have you seen Polestar's tweet today?
Not today, no. I have seen because it's the 4. No, it's the start side. Yeah.
Don't tell Baby Yoda first of all, his name is Grogu.
Yeah. But it's still, but they are missing the opportunity of actually using that this is the Polestar 4.
But still.
Yeah, they still get points. They still get points. For sure.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that this should be something a little bit different.
Yeah. The degrees are more important.
Let's take a look here. So we got an H5. So.
Oh, that makes sense. I think Grogu is copyrighted.
So we got an H5, and we want to get that size a little bit lower. So like H7.
Don't troll me. We are not making this less accessible.
H7, 8,
I'm
9.
going to slap you. Never, ever change the H1 or H whatever number. Restyle it.
Rant mode. Go!
We should have a rant mode.
like a, kind of a manga thing going.
Yeah. With cats, angry cats, and
a vocoder rant mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
But
can we
can build it on stream. We can have raccoons as well.
Can we?
When it's done, when it's been like a minute or two, the raccoon can come in and collect all the cats.
But can we have a smoke machine?
Sure.
You heard it here. Let me just Amazon. Let's see here. Okay, so the card title, we don't want that. So I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh. Baby Yoda, Grogu, Ding Grogu, save Small Muppet. Can you put a semi-transparent raccoon on the .card body?
ChatGPT might. Okay, so let's actually go back to the code and
also apparently it's a good idea to have the rant mode because this will create so much engagement.
Yeah.
And Lavasoft is wondering when the next stream will start.
Okay, so let's go back to the code.
Don't give him ideas. Come on.
What kind of ideas? Oh,
Like a raccoon in the background of the card.
I like it.
No. Maybe we can have a raccoon instead of the temperature gauge, and we can have him wearing winter coats or a bikini and stuff like that.
Yep.
That I can get behind.
Okay, so let's.
He let that go way too easily.
No, I'm already. I'm on Fiverr.
You're on Fiverr asking ChatGPT to order your stuff?
Yeah.
A raccoon version of Nyan Cat. Yes! That should be the rant mode.
So I saw something today. I'm not sure what language she was talking about, but Rachel said that.
Rachel Appel?
Yeah. She said that on Twitter that she just found out that a skunk is actually called fart squirrel. So I'm assuming this
In
is
German? Okay.
Fart squirrel.
That is hilarious.
I know, right? And it makes so much sense.
So you can have different rainbow length depending on the temperature for your neon raccoon. That is funny. The fart squirrel. I mean, Krankenwagen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Schmetterling.
Yeah. Okay, so
languages are funny.
So let's think about this for a minute. The timestamp, so the date.
Yeah.
It is a header, right? So
but it shouldn't be a header. The temperature should be a header, not the timestamp.
But isn't the timestamp the header for? So it's the temperature on that particular date. I don't know. Maybe we can use the label instead. Is there even a label? I think so. Yes.
I mean, we decide what should be the header.
Yeah, but I mean for accessibility in this case.
Yeah, of course. But I think the degrees are... Well, that made it worse.
It did. Really did.
We have a suggestion to use title. I can't lift it in because
title.
This,
okay.
Is not... It's shots fired. I'll see myself out. No, stay.
Is title even a thing?
If you use JavaScript.
So I think there is something called figure. That kind of makes sense. So figure is a description for something else.
It sets the title of the freaking webpage, man.
Okay, that one. Got it.
And figure is for enclosing images.
But it is an image.
No, it's an icon.
That's the same thing. Basically the same thing. Okay, let's see here. Let's go with I want to style the...
What does ChatGPT say? Fullesnabel asks. Well, ask it.
I want the temperature to be
the main focal point.
The main focal point. Can you make that larger and the date smaller? So I've been like hammering the button for Copilot X because it would basically I would be able to write this in Visual Studio and just say, you know what, this looks great, implement it.
Yeah. Imagine a web with just divs. I can do you one worse. Frames. Iframes.
Now I did just a couple of days ago a solution for work that actually has iframes.
There you go.
There is a reason for it though, but yeah.
How did that feel? Iframe did nothing wrong. No, we just abused it. That must be it. I don't know how many... The first webpage I ever got paid doing, I think it had 15, 12 or 15 iframes.
I think it used the upper limit of how many frames that are allowed.
Yeah, I think
so. And I'm not
too.
saying in one web page. I'm saying allowed.
In your lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
we ran out of frames.
Yeah, they're no longer used.
I used them all
in
one page. Yeah, I think it was
so
like
what
12
is
or
this
15 or
doing?
something.
Weather icon, temperature. Oh, it's actually moving stuff around. Interesting.
Okay, and we got an H2 instead, which makes more
Did we?
sense. Yes.
Yeah, but for the temperature in this case, the date is actually below.
Yeah,
I am
which makes sense.
intrigued.
Hierarchically, that's what it should be.
So let's do, where did I copy that? Card. So I want to put it here.
How about a section tag?
And that. I'm just going to finish this.
You're still stuck one step up in the hierarchy. That's fine.
And?
So you think you're better than us if you're one step above us? That's what you're saying?
There we go.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Probably not. There we go. I am super excited.
No, I'm a step behind is what I'm
look
saying.
At that. I don't hate this.
Yeah, it's better.
I think the icon should be a little bit bigger though.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a fav icon right now.
So let's, where is it? There we go. Let's, could you do something more exciting?
Like dancing.
With the icon.
Like add glitter.
Like add glitter.
We would never ban you. No way. We like you. We're all friends here.
Could I only get the CSS so it doesn't have to do all of that again?
I like how it suggested cult when you typed about CSS. Oh, it actually says glitter. Did you ask for glitter? That's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Well, we don't know.
I am so excited. Yeah, I think me and Lavasoft will be very excited about this. The world's two most glittery people, I think.
I'm not sure what this is actually going to do.
Yeah, this is interesting, Tyndall. He suggests that we don't forget to say please and thank you. And we usually do that to all our assistants, like the one that begins with A and is from Amazon and Google and what have you. However, in ChatGPT, you will actually have to pay for that if you say thank you and things like that. So don't get used to it unless you want to pay it more.
Okay, so let's pop the conference here, glitter, and they didn't tell me what I needed to do. So you can apply glitter class to your icon or any other element to get the glitter effect, okay?
Yes, I like this. It's like a tip.
Can you make the icon a bit bigger as well? Now it's telling me
RGBA is using 0 to 255 for colors and 0 to 1 for transparency. Yeah. Because it's RG and B together and the alpha is percent. I think he's trolling me.
I think it's actually going to be like fading in and out.
Oh,
or something
yeah?
like that.
There's a shadow. Yeah, I'm a little bit excited about this glitter. See what the ChatGPT can give us. Give us the glitter.
There we go, the font size. I love this
Yes, and
part.
it's using REMs. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Okay, there we... No. No. Let me try that again. No.
Oh, this is going to look horrible, but I like it.
Let's go to the conference page. Let's go to our icon and let's put the glitter.
Glitter class! We have a glitter class! Can you believe it? Who would have thought? Okay, it's better, it's bigger, but where's our glitter? Is there any glitter? No?
I don't think so. Glitter to infinity. Text shadow. Oh, it's a white text shadow.
I'm starting to worry. Is Jimmy okay?
That is not going to be visible.
Someone forgot. Oh, you forgot a quote in the glitter class.
In the glitter class? Did I? Here.
Yes. No, where you are setting the class.
Here.
There you go.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's over here.
Okay. Damn it.
But I think the problem is that the background. Let's see here. Let's go here. The HTML.
Prefer dark?
I don't think it's actually. I don't think we have a dark theme, do we?
I don't know if we scrap that or
Color,
not.
body. Let's. That's a color. Where's the background color? There it is. Let's go for black. Oh, that didn't help.
This is pretty.
Okay, so let's go here instead. So this one has a card. Where are you? Border. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's say that ChatGPT is wrong.
You're wrong.
But the background color is white. The glitter. Come on. Glitter is not visible. Modify glitter effect to use more contrasting color. Yes, I want to do that. Update.
Blue glitter effect. Fancy.
Oh,
Just-
that's blue.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It was not kidding. That is super blue. Well, at least we can see the effect that we won't keep, but we can see it. And then next time we can change it. Just paste it in, chat.
I mean, it's not like it's not already know the whole answer.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, but I'm gonna push it.
But sometimes when it types things, maybe it's depends on what model you're using, because sometimes it's like skip the typing and it just pastes everything in. But I think that might be like 3.5 or something.
Okay, so
When we're feeling blue, all we have to do is watch glitter this way.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready for the glitter. That looks horrendous. And
Not
it's
sure
not
that it's
animating either.
It's really not animating. Is it? Oh, it is.
Oh, in the shadow? Oh, it's sort of pulsating. That's not glitter. ChatGPT, do better. Do better.
My wife.
Oh my god. No, I talked to this AI. Don't blame me.
That is not. No.
Glitter. Yeah, glitter greatness missed. For sure. But then again, we have... this is glitter. If ChatGPT says it's glitter, it's glitter. I apologize for the confusion. It seems that there was a misunderstanding of the desired effect. No, we asked for glitter. More glitter-like effect. Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Is he using a gray? Yeah, okay. Sure. You can use gray. It's gaslighting us! Yes, it is! There seems to have been some confusion. That's a nice way of saying you are wrong, but thank you for blaming me. It's still linear. Okay. One more chance. It gets one more chance. Not that we're keeping the glitter, but...
Now we can't even see it.
But you need to reboot? Or refresh, I meant. No, we can't even see the icon.
So what did I do wrong? No, that's correct. Glitter, before and after. I have a feeling that... Okay, let's... I'm sorry you're not getting glitter.
Yeah, no. Maybe it wants the glitter to be its own tag. Might be.
But what I do want is I want the...
Yeah, it was a good try. It's still learning. We tried. We still want the icon to be bigger though.
Yeah. So let's
GitHub Copilot X. Yeah, he's been trying to get it.
Let's go with height.
I think I'm in the way for the code.
Was it 3 rem?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
3 rem is oh, I can't do math. Like 54 pixels or something, I think.
That's not 54 pixels.
No.
I'm not sure that it actually... Let me see.
She says just coming back for MVP Summit. Sure. I know there are NDAs, but don't click 5 times fast if you got the preview access. Are you trying to coerce us into accidentally spill the beans?
So I got a class icon. I'm saving that. Why isn't this working? Oh, because it was actually the font size that we were looking for.
I'm not seeing any blinking, so maybe? We tried to get some glitter, okay? So
There we
now
go.
we're back to beans. Yeah, that's better.
So everyone, stand up. Slow clap. No?
Slow clap the non-glittery ChatGPT. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The chatbot.
Generative, pre-trained. Ah, come on. What is the T? I should know this.
Oh, we got a slow clap, but I can't lift it in because this application didn't want to lift that in. But Tyndall is slow clapping.
What does GPT stand for? None of the above. Generative pre-trained transformer.
It's a transformer.
It is a
It's an
transformer.
Autobot.
Mhm.
Let's hope.
It's an autocomplete.
Oh, nice. Because but I mean, it was kind of deceptive, the glitter code it gave us, so it might be a Decepticon.
Decepticon.
Oh,
Did that hurt?
yeah, little. Little. Did it show?
I actually like this.
Yeah.
This makes me happy.
And it's easier to see what we should pack for the different dates.
And I think we're kind of out of time, but the next thing I think we should do is
We should feed me.
something to do with go to conference. So there are actually two of those.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with.
Did it create the icons too? No, it's using Bootstrap because Jimmy. Not my choice.
So there are two options, or two links. So call for paper and go through conference.
Yeah. And I also think we should
just try and see what ChatGPT says.
I also think we should look over the layout now when we have the card as well. Don't want to go into hangry mode. Well, I know some in the chat will accept if I go into rant mode because people apparently like that. Ooh, ask ChatGPT if it's an Autobot or a Decepticon. Ooh, do we dare?
One for going to the conference page, and one for going to the call for paper page. They use Bootstrap.
Botstrap.
That's something completely different. Bootstrap. And make them look amazing.
So add glitter. And then we need to ask as a last thing, we need to ask if it's an Autobot or Decepticon. And also Marvel or DC, so second to last thing. Oh, so now we're using a viewport. Okay. No, is it making a whole...
The whole page.
We don't want a whole page, we just want the URLs.
Container, row, something.
More divs.
Class, what are you saying? BTN primary, flex center.
Yeah, let's...
Actually, let's just...
Okay.
Let's just You never know.
Don't we?
Do we? Hey, I kind of like this. A calendar event and a megaphone. So it's actually added the links icons for this as well. Let's bring that in. Just take a look at it. Maybe it's just conference page. So underneath the weather, I'm gonna do that. And I copied way too much. Like so. Do you remember the short key for cleaning up the document? Formatting the document?
Yes. Control KD.
I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I think we can do something about use this in some way.
Yeah, but not like that. We also have a... can we please use voice typing by pressing Windows key and H? This is so old. From Marcus Voice Coder.
I would assume we could. So let's see if we can... actually, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Okay, so apparently
Microphone?
my computer is really
Old.
it's old. The speaker doesn't work for some reason. The microphone apparently doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I think I need to put it down some in the pretty near future.
Yeah.
But
And get a computer that actually can handle that.
Yeah.
Request.
So apparently no, not right now. But I do actually use it in when I code normally.
And also thank you for the suggestion.
Okay, so do you want to keep this?
We can keep it for now. I mean,
Keep it
looks...
for now.
No, it looks...
Is it?
Keep it. I don't know. Looks horrendous, but...
But is this better?
But the URLs are... The text URLs have more information.
The text URLs? You
It
mean
says
the
that
closing
closing, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So let's do
So just
it.
leave it and put it on the to-do list.
Let's do it like that. There we go. Boom. Okay.
I think Tyndall beat us to asking ChatGPT if it was Autobot or Decepticon. I am an artificial intelligent language model created by OpenAI. I don't have a physical body or any affiliation with any fictional characters like Autobots or Decepticons. What do you mean fictional? Fictional factions, okay. The term transformer in the GPT acronym refers to the model's ability to transform input text into output text, not to any connections with the fictional Transformers franchise. Again, with a fictional. Surely that's based on a true story. No?
I assume so.
Yeah. Are you committing?
I am committing.
Awesome.
And boom.
Great. And now we have a lot of things to do next time. For sure.
Yeah.
One being your plugin.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, do you want to check if we can raid someone?
Yes. Let's do that. Let's see if I remember how to do it. Yeah, we have actually Bald Bearded Builder is doing some software and game development. So let's
go
pop
there.
in there and take care. See you next time.
Bye.